Well, hello there. I'm Marco, and this is the Marco Files. Today I'm going to talk about motivating myself to gain money and lose weight. Not the opposite, not losing money and gaining weight. I want to lose weight and gain money. Have to get those straight. Welcome to my files. This is where I cover my journey to lose weight, make enough money for retirement. I talk about eyewear, and then I throw in some life lessons for good measure. Reminder though, I am not a doctor, not a nutritionist, or a financial planner. This is all just my experience. Today I'm going to talk about where my motivation comes from. First thing I'm going to tell you that is that you need to do this for yourself. You need to find your own motivation, and in my opinion, it needs to be for you. You shouldn't try to lose weight for someone else. Not because your family wants you to, or your doctor wants you to, or your girlfriend or boyfriend wants you to. You need to do this because you want to. Different personalities get motivated in different ways. I'll tell you what works for me today. If you've seen my other videos, you know that I'm on a journey to achieve my goal weight of 200 pounds when I started at 260 pounds. I'm currently about 25 pounds down. I'm sitting at about 235 as of this video. Okay. What is my motivation to lose weight? My main motivation is that I want to retire healthy in a few years. And when I retire, I want to be able to travel. I need to be healthy to travel. That's both my motivation for losing weight and for gaining money. I want to be able to live well and enjoy my retirement. Every day I get out of bed to do some exercise, even though I am not a morning person. If weather permits, I take my dogs out for a walk every day. I also exercise every evening as well. I do this all because of the goals I've set. Part of my weight loss program includes talking to a nutritionist. My nutritionist name is Jonathan. He's part of the Slim Restore team. Him and I have a phone appointment every week. Jonathan is my cheerleader in a way. He cheers me on and encourages me to set goals. My original goals are simple. Get into the habit of exercising every day and monitor what I eat. After a couple weeks, we discussed increasing my exercise, so I hit about 10,000 steps a day. So I go on my elliptical and I go for walks. The time on my elliptical counts towards my steps as well. So I have been hitting 10,000 on a regular basis now. The reward I give myself, yes, I'm a 12-year-old, is I give myself a sticker. I know that sounds simple, but I have a calendar, and on my calendar every day that I exercise, well, I started out with every day exercising, I give myself a little sticker. When we came up with the goal to hit 10,000 steps, I gave myself a purple sticker. So now every day that I get 10,000 or more steps, I give myself a purple sticker. I know it doesn't mean a lot to a lot of people. I know it may even sound quite childish. But for me, I get a sense of fulfillment when I look at the calendar and I see all these stickers. It means every day I've successfully exercised. At first, I just randomly pick a sticker. You know, like I said, when I first started, whatever day, as long as I exercised, I'd get a sticker. Now I'm working on getting those purple stickers. Maybe a sticker won't do it for you. That's fine. Figure out what does do it for you. Something simple, you know. You can get yourself a little treat, not food. Allow yourself a little bit extra time to watch that video or watch that TV show. Find a way that you can reward yourself just to help yourself feel better about what you're doing. Part of my motivation is also the joy I get from achieving goals. I have a whiteboard in my bedroom, and that has my current weight goal and my current financial goal. I like to break down my goals. So as I said, I want to eventually hit 200 pounds, but I didn't want to put 200 pounds on the whiteboard because then I'd be staring at that for day after day after day and not really achieving it. So what I've done is I put in 10-pound increments. So as I said, I started at 260. I put down 240 to begin with. And when I hit the 240, I drop below 240, I put 230 on the board. So 230 is on my board right now. And as soon as I get to 230, I'll be putting 220 on the board and so on. Eventually, I will hit that 200 mark. And I hope you join me with that. After my exercise became consistent, Jonathan and I discussed my diet. We decided that I should start lowering my calorie intake. Again, you should be talking to your doctor or a nutritionist before you go too crazy with that. I'm not going really low, but I'm definitely going lower, lower than what they recommend the average male my age to eat. Now, having tried that in the past, I always found it a pain in the butt to try to count your calories. Trying to figure out how many calories in this and how many calories in that, I always thought was just difficult. I remember many years ago when my mom was in Weight Watchers, she had to count all her calories. I remember her frustration, and I was looking forward to that. Well, I did find online a free app for my phone called the Samsung Health app. I put that on my phone. It makes it very easy to count calories. For me, even some obscure things I eat and it has the calories, definitely makes it so much easier. So between counting calories and exercising regularly, my weight is decreasing and my health is improving. I definitely notice more energy. I know they kind of say that, and people kind of blow that off, but now that I've lost 25 pounds, I definitely notice having more energy, and I see it in my face as well. But now, before I go into my money motivation, I just want to ask you that if you're interested in following my journey, would you kindly like and subscribe? I'd be very grateful. Thank you. Okay, so my motivation to gain money came from the fact that I want to retire in a few years. I don't want to work to 65 or 70 or 75 or 80. I'd like to retire at 60, actually. I've got a lot of plans. I want to move when I retire, and then I want to do a lot of traveling when I retire, and I'm going to need money for that. So I have a long way to get there. I have a long way to go to get where I need to be financially. I've calculated what I'll need to live yearly in my new home, and I'm working towards that goal. What do I do for motivation for my money? I have my next goal on my whiteboard beside my current weight goal. I also have a small post-it in my phone case and in my wallet. It states my retirement date. Every time I open my phone case to either order something or to tap and pay for something, I see that goal date. It makes me think twice before I buy something. Where do I save money? For one, I try not to carry any debt. My car is paid off, and I have one credit card that I only try to use for emergencies, so I carry a very low or no balance on it. The losing weight part actually helps me save money too. I used to be notorious for going every morning, not every morning, but almost every morning, to stopping off and grabbing a bagel and a hot chocolate or something in the morning to get my day started. Now, because of my diet, because I'm watching my calories, I don't do that anymore, and that saves me money. Same thing after work. Sometimes after work, I'd go out for a treat after work. Again, don't do that. I'm not doing that, and I'm saving money. So not only am I saving calories, I'm saving money too. I'm doing everything I can to build up my bank accounts, to grow those accounts. So I have a retirement savings account. I used to have one through work as well, and I still do have, here in Canada, we have the TFSA. So I'm doing that through an investment account. So I'm investing in some stocks, but I also have my retirement account that invests in mutual funds, makes things a little bit safer. And then I'm also trying to save some cash as well. And to be honest, I invested a little bit of gold too. So between all that, spreading my money out using different methods, I hope to hit my goal and be able to retire on time. With that, as I mentioned, my bedroom whiteboard, I'm forced to look at it every day. It's literally right beside my bed. So when I get up and I'm getting ready to go exercise or I'm getting ready to hop in the shower, I look, and there's my whiteboard. Those little post-it notes on my phone and in my wallet, I also have one in the bathroom on the mirror. So that too, every time I go into the bathroom to brush my teeth and make myself look pretty for the day, I look at that and I see my retirement goal. So that's my motivation. I keep my eyes on the prize, and it's doing it for me. If you want to succeed and are interested in following my journey, would you kindly subscribe to my channel? A like would be very appreciated as well. And by the way, I'm not sponsored by anyone, not by the app, not by Slim Restore. This is all me, my opinion, my experience I'm sharing with you. Okay, my final request today is before I go is to please go give someone a compliment. It's a small act of kindness and it goes a long way. I know when I get a compliment, it makes me smile and it stays with me for the rest of the day. That's all for now. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm looking forward to talking to you again next time, and hopefully I've lost some more weight. Have a great day.